Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another quick episode of Rod's Comics. I'm just going to be sharing with you some of my obscure, kind of under the radar, not very well known comic books and comic titles that some of you might actually be aware of and some of you might have never heard of. Some of them I started collecting when I was still in high school, and some, later on in my comic collecting journey. And some of them, have a very hardcore, strong cult following, and some of these comic books are just totally forgotten. All right, so we'll start with Faust, which is a comic series that started back in the late 80s by Tim Vigil. Got attracted to this series because of its ultra violent art, and just the storyline was really dark. It started out with this comic book by Tim Vigil. This is Grips. So this was before Faust, and I already became a fan of Tim Vigil because of this comic book. This is like an indie comic, and I became a fan of Grips because of the popularity of Wolverine. And Grips was kind of like a Wolverine, kind of a rip-off character. And the Faust was obviously the follow-up character by Tim Vigil with David Quinn under Rebel Studios. You can see that the series is known for its over-the-top violence, just the covers alone. And I'm gonna look at the covers, right? It's crazy. Look at that. Over-the-top violence. Tim Vigil is known for that. The artwork was really, really super violent, but David Quinn's writing was also very, very dark. So if you want to know what Faust looks like, that's how he looks like. So as you can see, it's very much like Wolverine, very much like Grips, the first character that I showed you, except he has like two blades, and this is before Spawn. So it's kind of like Wolverine and Spawn melded into one. The late 80s, early 90s was all about razor blades, thanks to Wolverine. He was a character known as Razor, and he's a character from London Night Studios, and was introduced back in 1992 by writer and creator Everett Hartsoe. So as you can see, the artwork kind of sucks. It's the first thing you notice. She's not very well drawn, but it is an indie comic, and it was low budget, so obviously they did what they could. But like I said, a lot of these books also have their own underground following, and the same case with Razor. They actually even made a movie based on this character. I mean, I'm not bragging, but I think I can draw better than this, to be honest. But hey, female badass character with blades, why not, right? So moving on, this is Poison Elves, I Lucifer 1 and 2. I Lucifer is the main character for the indie series Poison Elves, and it has quite a fan base. The name of the first comic books where it first came out of was I Lucifer. I actually have the first two issues, the first two original issues, and they came in like a large size, magazine size comics.